Okay, today's gonna be a little bit different.
You ready, David?
We were at the hospital after.
I'm gonna say something that may surprise you guys. I like hanging out with all of you guys.
He said that I'm better than David, so I answered. I was like, I know. And then he was like, he needs you for content. That's what it is. And I was like, you know what? You're right.
You ready, David?
We were at the hospital after.
This is so hard to talk about because like I don't want to fucking sound.
It's hard to talk about.
So it was the day.
Video 53 minutes. Okay.
Fill the room with the juice. That's a lot of loot. That bit fire. Yeah, she kinda cute.
Don't need any more nigger big shots.
Welcome back to my channel. If you are brand new here, hello. My name is Pearl Swirl. And in today's video, we are going to be reacting to this whole Jeff versus David Dobrik mess. We're not going to be watching David's 53 minutes of him trying to convince us that, I don't know, he developed some sort of acting skill. I don't know what that man was trying to do there, but we're not doing that. We're absolutely not doing that. So we will be watching Jeff reacting to David, and we'll see how that goes. But before we get into that, you guys, I feel like we need to back up a little bit. I don't know about y'all, but we need to back up because at the end of the day, I do not... Like, these are not people that I'm like, oh my God, there's Jeff Wittek. I'm not gonna ever do that if I saw him. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, there's David Dobrik. I just don't see that happening. I don't know why. I don't know if that's just because, like, I see them as creators in the community. Like, I don't know. There's just a difference between, like, famous people and then famous people. I know that didn't even make any sense, but there's just certain people that I would just feel like, I don't know, I just wouldn't be like, oh my God, like, I just wouldn't. So, anywho, no offense to them or anything, but it's just like, everyone is human. And I will continue saying that till the day I die, because look, ain't none of y'all doing nothing other than living and dying. We're all doing the same thing, okay? You're not taking any of this experience with you. So we're gonna back up and we're going to watch how Jeff Wittek and David Dobrik met, okay? Haven't even, I don't know what this is, it's only 2 minutes long. I'm gonna briefly watch it. We may just touch on a couple things on Jeff's video. I don't know if we'll watch the whole thing. I mean, it is 40 minutes. And child, honestly, I feel so, can you just imagine having so much emotional turmoil, just like accident, surgery, like, is my face gonna be okay? Like, am I gonna succeed, like, without this person? And it's a lot. It's a lot. That's a lot to deal with. From medical issues to, unfortunately, clout. Let's be real. You know, he still got to pay the bills, right? So it's, ooh, speaking of paying the bills, foodie beauty. Ooh, honestly, I wanted to talk about that more than I wanted to talk about this, but I'll be quiet. But can't imagine getting my channel removed, you guys. Can't imagine it, especially if I was just about to hit 100K. Like, oh, the way the anger would be livid in me. Like, no, I'm not about to hit 100K and my channel is gone. Wow, y'all really did be like that. Y'all really did be like that. But at the same time, I'm like, see, that's why I be telling y'all, like, hey, if I ever get to a point where I don't be commenting back or get that ego getting all big, y'all better come for my neck. Snatch that crown, okay? Like, Miss Ma'am, you would be nowhere without your subscribers. Like, please don't ever forget that. Like, hello? I'm not understanding. Anyways, let's hop in this, see what's going on here, on how these people even met.
You don't look like you right now.
I just got out of yoga.
He looks a little different right now, doesn't he? Where's the real Jeff? Let's ask questions that only Jeff would know.
I'm getting older.
Okay, here's a question only Jeff would know. Where did I first meet you?
Our manager's Christmas party.
What did you guys say to each other?
Oh, we met at Coachella.
No, we didn't meet at Coachella. I met Liza at Coachella.
That was the first time I saw you was at Coachella.
Okay, you got me. I'm an imposter.
That's so scary.
I'm trying to remember where I met Jeff for the first time.
Hold on. Jay, you're not sinking your teeth into the right thing here. This isn't Jeff.
I don't know where I met any of you for the first
Are
time.
you all on Quaaludes? What kind of podcast is this?
I can't believe he just insulted me. I look tired. That's what it is.
Yeah,
I don't think he was saying
I'm getting in my older years.
No, he's not insulting you. He's saying you just look chilled out.
Looks fade, David.
It's the New Year's. I'm going to say something that may surprise you guys. I like hanging out with all of you guys.
That's really nice of you to say, David, because I walk around thinking most of the time that you don't.
What are your New Year's resolutions, Jason?
I'm gonna work smarter.
Oh, okay.
That's my thing.
Not work harder, smarter.
Work smarter.
I don't know.
I see you doing that, Jason.
I'm gonna try.
I'm insecure now. I don't want to look at
Jeff just put his head up.
Way to go, David. You fucking insulted our guest.
Well, this guy DM'd me today, or it was just a random DM. He said that I'm better than David, so I answered. I was like, I know. And then he was like, he needs you for content. That's what it is. And I was like, you know what? You're right. Is it cool if I show this to him? And he was like, yeah, it's cool. And then of course I sent it to this motherfucker to remind him. You know, sometimes you gotta do that, Jason. You should do that every day.
You sent it to David?
Yeah, I was out on the town, like having a good day, and then I got that text from Jeff with this random guy saying he's cooler than me.
Did it put you down?
A little bit. I took a nap. That's why I was napping for 4 hours.
A little bit. I took a nap.
Bring those David's ways.
Okay, David, that was a good joke. That was a good joke. Did it put you down a little bit? Yeah, I mean, I took a nap. Whoa, that's something I would say. I ain't gonna lie. Whoa, I think that's the first time that man has made me belly chuckle. Whoa, wait a minute. When was that posted?
Just different kinds.
Wait. That was posted November 2020. Reposted, or was that when it was published? Just go ahead.
Okay, today's gonna be a little bit different of a video here.
Oh, the way the energy is just shifted. Oh my goodness. Dang, man. Jeff's face here too, guys. I mean, is it swollen? Like, what's going on here? Is he okay? Oof.
What we'll do with this, but Jason Nash just called me and told
What
me that
happened
him
to...
and David made a podcast about the...
Is he just not working out? Because, no, this is a fine, attractive man. I know Jeff is fine. Jeff, I know you're fine. What's happening? Is it the surgery? I'm so sorry. I do not mean to be insensitive. Is it okay? Is he okay? You guys, have I not seen him in a while?
situation, and they asked me to go on. I don't really feel
It just
comfortable
looks
going
like...
in the same room as David after seeing the, you know,
I
just
just want to give him a
what he said in
hug.
the documentary and stuff like that, and just the way things have been unfolding.
I feel so
over the past
bad,
couple of
dude.
years, I
Like,
just,
what the
kinda
heck?
had given up. But this is the first time I'll watch this video. I never really did an actual real reaction video, so we'll see how it goes. He told me that I'm either gonna love it or hate it.
Well, that's your personality, I
Probably.
think. You don't strike me as
But let's
somebody
be
in the middle.
optimistic. Who knows? Maybe I'll love it. I just can't see what possibly would have changed.
You know
after
what?
2 years I've done.
Let's talk about how they did this, though. So first, Jason came out with a little video, you know, just got his feet a little wet. Like,
You're already in the pocket.
Bro, my hand is shaking.
I already don't like it.
It's like it's not. I'm making these
I already don't
videos,
like it.
And I don't mean this in a way to like gas myself up, but like I'm making these videos to make other people laugh and to make other people smile. Like, why should they worry about how I'm feeling? And like,
Your hat. Was this the right hat? This hat that he's wearing. Sir, look at Jeff's face the way I got it paused. And then look at this dead skull pillow. Because that's what Jason is feeling. Dead. Inside and out, with age and all. Balls, kids, everything. Child.
that's 100% true. Like I've always thought, I don't know. I hate saying that because it does sound like I'm like, it's not about me,
wanna
it's about
stop
the
it.
people watching.
I know. I've known this guy.
Something about his face, bro. Like, I just feel like nothing David says is serious. Nothing.
Enough to see how he does things, and he's setting himself up. Look, this is me. I like happy stuff.
Yep.
I don't like sad stuff. So
Yep.
my friend
Look at my
fucking
happy hat.
nearly dies for
I'm
my
happy
actions.
David. I hate
turn it
Davids,
off.
bro.
Like we were just
I
saying,
don't trust
always wanna
Davids.
be like
They're
people calm,
not-
They know exactly what they're gonna get. Just fun time.
I know
just
there's a lot of
laughter,
Davids in the
blah,
world,
blah,
but
blah.
You know how I look at it?
What?
Remember when you got your Tesla?
Yeah.
You made a
You
video.
know how I
about the
look
car.
at it? You know how I look at it? Sorry, Jason, to cut you off there, but you edit your videos down to 4 minutes and 20 seconds for a reason. There's a lot that's cut out, you know.
Right.
A lot of begging, a lot of please, just do this, please, come on. You get a car.
Ilya will say,
You'll get a-
He'll just be like, you're a fucking asshole. You never talk about anything. All you do is you just keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Like, open up. Like, talk to your audience. Like, all they want is like honesty. Like, that's what you preach too. Like, to be authentic. And I feel like I'm not being authentic.
Yeah.
By
And
I feel like
When has David ever been authentic? Look at that face. Look at his face. What? I don't know if authentic is the word I would use with David. I don't think authentic is the word. I don't know what the word is, but it's not authentic.
it's like leading these people on.
Can we get past this? Yeah.
nothing
What is
like
he
that.
smiling and laughing
It's
about?
how he's gonna try to have feelings.
He's
for the
so
first time in his
giddy.
life.
It's like a setup to see where his motive's at.
I'm happy I wasn't there because his goofy little fucking trying.
Right,
to
would just
way
annoy
out
the
there.
crap
He's
out of you.
bugging me, you know, like I know that's what he would try to do to me if I was
So
there.
freaking
I don't know
annoying.
what we would have got to if I was there. Just because it had to take 2 years to get here, and it had to take me making a video publicly to get here, it just feels disingenuous so far.
I've never
Dude,
spoken
literally
about
his
the
face is
surgery
different now.
or the incident in general.
What is happening?
So I think it's kind of time for
Is
that.
he okay?
And we asked Jeff to come today and be on the podcast. He didn't want to, and we respect that.
Right.
Because
the Jeff thing is the fucking worst.
Right.
Right.
The way he said that was like, if you told your husband, can you take out the trash? Right. Was that not the same? Was that not the same energy?
Because before I even say anything, like that day is like the worst thing that's ever happened to me. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think one of the main reasons.
What happened to you? The worst thing that ever happened to you? Were you in the hospital? Ooh. Money gotta be a drug to be this high because he can't see nothing down there. Sir said, worst thing that's ever happened to me. What?
Jeff is bummed with me right now.
Bummed.
Because he saw me do.
That's the word of choice? Bummed?
He saw me do an interview where I said something that I promised him I'd keep between us.
You're absolutely not even looking at Jason.
That's something he told you. And I figured that's what it was, and then you reaffirmed it when you told me that he's pissed that I broke a promise. This is so hard to talk about because like I don't want to fucking sound.
It's hard to talk about.
So it was the day.
Video 53 minutes. Okay.
It was.
You've never talked about the accident. You want to go through it?
Yeah, I mean we were
not Jason being a therapist.
Comeback video I haven't posted in a while, and we wanted to do something exciting. And there was this YouTuber that we were collaborating with for it that like did these really cool like really cool visuals of like people.
Can I just say it bugs me when I hear YouTubers talk about other YouTubers and they don't use their name, especially when they're big, especially when they're larger than who they're talking about, or even smaller. Sometimes it's just like, why aren't you saying this person's name? Can I go and check out their channel? Like, what is the power wall here? Like, what YouTuber are you talking about? Can you tell me,
doing
please?
The coolest things.
You're not gonna say? Okay.
Was people are like wakeboarding, I don't know what that's called, while holding on to an excavator. And that was like one of like 5 things we were gonna do. That was like the first activity that we had planned to shoot. And yeah, the morning came where we were in Utah, we were filming it. And yeah, we were getting the shots, wakeboarding.
This is a stressful conversation for you, ain't it?
And then
huffing and puffing.
I remember Jeff came up to one of my buddies, one of our friends,
blow the house down.
And then later to me, and he was like, "This is fucking boring as shit. What are we, like preschoolers? Like, let's do something cool." And he said he wanted to swing from it.
Can you imagine somebody grown saying, "What are we, preschoolers?" Sorry, what kind of comparison is that? What?
And
he said that I wanted to swing around it. And
wasn't Corinne on it first?
He says it very vaguely that it was like I wanted to swing around it. I saw Corinna swing on it a little bit like that, and then I was like, oh yeah, this looks fun. Swinging, like a rope swing attached to a tree. Not whipping the fucking thing around 60 miles per hour. I agree. I hopped on the rope to fucking do the first part, which was just a simple, like a fucking rope swing off a tree. You just swing back and forth. It's a swing.
When the
Not while the fucking thing is swinging fast. That was never discussed. That was completely on you. I hope he gets there. It's not over. Just play the video.
And I remember you took one van in the morning, and then I took everybody else in another van.
Keep in mind, sorry to keep stopping this. This was all to help you, bro. Like, yeah, the vlogs benefited all of our careers, but it's not like we were getting a fucking, it's not like we were employees, You don't pay anybody. So, like, that was the first trip, the big trip that we wanted to do, like, all these big stunts on that required a lot. And, like, yeah, you paid for, like, the skydiving school and all that. But I was a team player. Natalie and Todd were team players. These were your ideas. We even asked you to go skydiving, and you didn't want to go. You wanted to send us out there.
I remember that.
Play video games.
So, right. He didn't even do it. I was like, what?
Just keep in mind that we just wanted to help.
I don't know. I'm like 50-50 on it because it's like on one side, like That's how things are made that are great. Like, everybody wants to contribute. Everybody wants to make it bigger. Everybody wants to make it better. Like, that's how great things are made. Is like, people have a motive and people have a desire to make something amazing. And I think that's what helped.
Bro. And
He
we were
sounds
all
so
there. We were all
defensive.
there to support you and help you and make this the best video that you thought you needed to make. And we skydived. It was a fear of mine I wanted to overcome. Kill two birds with one stone, help you out, overcome a fear. Fucking perfect. Cool. I'll try that.
Y'all, is his eye
We
just
went
swollen?
through a lot of emotional stress, physical stress to fucking get this shit done for you. And then the second you get my life in your hands, you blew everything. It's a miracle I'm still sitting here.
Because you don't
I
matter,
came a
baby.
centimeter from fucking death.
It's a really hard thing to like navigate when you're in the hospital with something like that, because you don't know whether or not to be like super serious and caring or goofy, right? Like, I don't know how to do that. And I remember Jeff told me to check my DMs, and it was a video that he found like 15 minutes before the accident that somebody posted, and he said, let's recreate this. And it was a guy swinging from an excavator and flying.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh with the screenshot. Like, they really put it up there. You really put it up there, huh? Okay. See you editing like a different kind of YouTuber here. Okay.
I didn't see that DM till the hospital, and he jokes. He's like, I didn't mean literally, haha, like he joked. That was the first time I saw the DM. That was the first time I opened it.
Okay, stop it.
I
Stop
didn't
it.
mean literally.
Yeah, I didn't mean literally. I'm sitting on the beach. I'm watching Todd wakeboard for 6 hours. I scroll down. I see 50 Cent posted the fucking same thing. So I send it to David, thinking he's in there, like, not checking his phone because he's operating this fucking thing, and maybe he would look at it later as a joke. If you're watching something so ridiculous happen in real life, and then you see a meme of the same shit that 50 Cent posts, of course I DM it to him as a fucking joke. If it was clearly a joke that you didn't see until way after the accident, why are you putting that in here and victim blaming like it's like, oh, I knew this and I needed to, like, I did this because Jeff asked. It was all Jeff's idea. That's it. That's where we're going. That's what this video is about, is David saying, hey guys, I still don't know how to take accountability, so I'm going to reach for any piece of information and use that against Jeff. I'm going to play this clip.
They should have just did this.
Nothing. Saw it after. On the fucking deathbed, I opened it
You
up.
ready,
We were
David?
at the hospital after I already smashed his skull in and nearly killed him. What are you going to pull up next? The fucking girl that got she's in a bikini on Instagram? What are you going to do to justify stuff, bro? Just fucking own up to it.
That was the first time I saw the DM. That was the first time I opened it. And then he asked, he's like, can you promise me one thing? And I said, what? And he's like,
Can we all just take a second right now? Just look at the way David is holding this microphone. Just look at it. If you're a female, well, I mean, I guess you could be any gender. Well, do you see this? I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend. But do you see the way he's holding this microphone? I'm just. Anyways, let me shut up.
promise that no one ever knows that this was my idea. And I was like, absolutely. Like, that's not a big deal. And then
Wait.
that's the promise I broke recently.
Bro,
Okay.
That's not a big deal. And then that's the promise I broke recently.
Now it makes sense why he's holding the mic like that for comfort. If you get that joke, you get it.
she's in a bikini on Instagram. What are you going to do to justify stuff, bro? Just fucking own up to it.
That was the first time I saw the DM. That was the first time I opened it. And then he asked, he's like, can you promise me one thing? And I said, what? And he's like, can you just promise that no one ever knows that this was my idea? And I was like, absolutely. Like, that's not a big deal. And then that's the promise I broke recently.
Bro, this is complete fucking bullshit. I swear to God.
Reno was on this, and then you hopped on.
Okay, so right now David is saying that I'm there, head smashed open like a fucking watermelon, fucking exploded on a hospital bed. They cut all my shit off. My chain, they fucking give him my chain. He's the only one allowed in the hospital, so he's the only one there. My brain is hanging out of my skull. But my one last wish was, David, please don't tell anyone that this was my idea. Are you fucking out of your mind? Are you that fucking sick in the head? I've never once in my life said, David,
what's weird is that even if that was true, wouldn't he have put that in his documentary anyway? The documentary that really made it look like it was really Jeff's fault? Because that documentary that Jeff came out with wasn't necessarily like, David's terrible. You know what I mean? So if that was the case, wouldn't that be in the documentary, David? Tell me, man.
I know I might die right now, but if I die,
David's
make sure nobody ever knows that I
What the
asked you
heck?
to
What?
smash my head into the crane.
Bye.
You sick sociopath fuck. The only time I could think
You
that
poor
he's
thing. What happened to his
mistaken that
eye?
if he
Well, I
is,
know
even
what
if
happened,
I'm
but
trying to give him the benefit of the doubt here.
I didn't know it
would be
was
the
like
Kourtney Kardashian situation where
a
he
little
got
smaller.
the phone call. I'm in the front seat. He pans over to me and he's like, "Hey, look what he did. He did something stupid. Like he was being an idiot." And I told him, I was like, "That's not how this is gonna go, bro. All people want to see you do is just be like, I fucked up, but I'm working to make myself better and learn from it. But you still can't do that. You still have to be like, no, he wanted me to do it. That's like literally victim blaming. It's like telling the girl like it's her fault. You know, this situation. I hate to compare the two, but I'm a victim of something completely different. But the guy who caused it is now telling me it's my fault. It's just I don't know if you guys can comprehend that if you had never been in an experience like this, but it just makes me sick to my stomach. Just pushed everything aside. Oh yeah, this is all bullshit. This article, this insider thing. Like I did the same shit because you lied to me. You never told me what happened. You covered up that Dom had done that, and that made us all look terrible.
And here's the thing, I don't understand why that bothered him so much. Because at the end of the day, I was the one fucking driving it. It was my video. I was the one sitting there.
Look at the way he's holding the mic.
I am the one controlling the thing. He got hurt
Just
because
like
I was driving.
Kim Kardashian, Ray J, just popping my head.
I said,
like
any chance I would get, I would take that back. Any chance I would get. And
you've been driving it for 9 hours, so you know how to operate the thing. You know how fast it goes. The whole bullshit fucking automatic stop thing was a fucking lie that we try to throw in there if that comes up later on. It's you knew exactly how fast you were going to spin me. The first time I got on it, we agreed to do a little bullshit spin. Not a spin, a swing. Same thing as Corinna did, but the rope started falling down. And then you wanted to fucking whip it like that, and I screamed for my life, and that's the one mistake I made, was putting my life in someone else's hands, in your hands.
There you go.
That's it. That's what I fucking asked, is for you not to tell people this was my idea. Not to tell people that I'm a fucking, like, I deserve to get hurt like this. I don't want you to frame it like that, which is what you're doing right now.
And you saw that while you were on the beach, too. It's not like you set up the whole event to do that stunt.
You know, it was like the carnival swings, but they come down and swing down slow.
Mm-hmm.
I should have never been parallel with the earth.
Here are some of the things that he's told me that I, you know, are legitimate. They're legitimate gripes, you know, like, he came to the house to do a Hawaii video, and he thought, and you had planned the Hawaii trip the same day as one of his surgeries. So there was no way that he could go to Hawaii, but he was here for the return of the video. So, which is, yeah.
But
like,
we didn't plan that trip.
We didn't know when he was getting his surgeries. We never know.
And we didn't plan that trip
Right.
till way
Matt,
after
hold up. Okay, this I never even wanted to tell.
Not Natalie co-signing like a little lawyer. We never know. Ooh, okay, Natalie.
Just so embarrassing for you, David. But you told everybody you were depressed back then. We have a group text. You told everybody you were going through stuff and you just wanted to meet up and talk and get everybody back together. At that time, I was trying to forgive. My mother's a Christian woman. She told me the only way to move on is to forgive. I wanted to go there and talk to you. You sit us all down in a circle and you say the same shit you started this video off with, that bullshit pitch. Guys, I love just making videos and making people laugh. And then he pulls out his camera. And we're all there like, whoa, what the fuck? Even Jonah was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you're vlogging again? Like, we need to talk about this. And he was just like, you're already on camera, so you don't want to be, like, acting like a fucking weirdo because he's going to use the footage anyway. And we're like, I guess he's starting vlogging again. I thought I was coming over to have a group meeting and talk about whatever, the accident, the fucking, that he had filmed and didn't tell any of us about. I thought we were going to get into all that, but it was him saying that, no, now we're going to have HR, we're going to have everybody discussed videos. They get to see them before they post it if you're in it. And first of all, that never happened because that video, he later took us out to the car to surprise us with something.
No surprise.
And Natalie, you know the surgeries. You're in the email threads. We deal with you, and you sent us off to this bullshit insurance company. You know exactly what's going on. If you're paying attention, if you read your email, I don't know what your career is now, but you know when my surgeries are. You guys know when you booked that trip, and you take me out to the car. You put a camera in my face with Todd and Scott, and you have us all react. A surprise. This is my comeback. Logan Paul goes and gets canceled. He takes 6 months off, comes back with a charity video for suicide awareness. Even at that time, he got hate for it. But it was a better move than $1 million influencer Hawaiian vacation. That now I'm on camera, so of course I'm like, cool. I guess this makes David look like we're still cool. I'm still going to vlog with him, that even after he almost fucking murdered me and just disappeared after, went back to making TikToks and house tours. But now I come back and this is what you do? And then all that HR and get credit before you get to see it, you get an okay approval. All that shit never happened. Who's lying here? Because you know when the surgeries are. There's
We know.
an email thread with Ivan, my assistant, the insurance company, Natalie. If I would have known this would have happened, I'd rather have just dealt with it than get infractions on my credit.
Yeah,
Well, we didn't plan that trip.
So cut me out then, out of respect. Cut me out of that scene. Don't make your 4-minute video look like, I just surprised Jeff, made him happy, we're good now.
Yeah.
And then he wasn't in Hawaii. I guess he just wasn't funny, so he didn't make the rest of the video. But Jeff's back. He's back in.
We're good. Everything's.
We're good, guys.
I didn't hurt him.
That whole accident, sweep it under the rug. I got him a Hawaii trip. No, bro. I had surgery planned. That you can't just book these surgeries like haircuts. You have to book them months in advance.
You guys are saying that you have tried to pay the hospital bills, right? But his assistant hasn't reached back out.
Bro, Ivan is the most efficient assistant in the world. He used to work for president of a major film studio. This guy is like, what the hell's going on? Nobody responds. He's on it every single day. He's the one who brought it to my attention that there's an infraction on my credit because they won't respond. Ivan said, do we have to go to litigation with this insurance company? Natalie goes, oh, are you suing us now? If you fucking pay attention to the emails, Ivan's on it every single day.
Jeff wanted to keep the accident to ourselves for a while.
I think he also just wasn't comfortable with, like, the way that he looked. He didn't want to show people until, he was ready.
That's understandable.
Right, and what bums me out is I see a lot of things. I don't know if he said it or where it was like put into the universe that like I kept this from people.
Put into the universe?
I mean, for multiple reasons, I want to keep that from people. One, it's because
you're talking about it 2 years later for the first time. There was a documentary that came out.
Right.
You didn't fucking even mention anything about it. Fuck, he's talking about right now. And how the fuck? I mean, I'm not surprised why these two are sitting there letting.
Okay, and this is why I know he's right about this, because when I was talking about this content, I was kind of coming for David. So I was so surprised to see that Jeff commented on the video and was like, oh, this is funny. Like I was actually surprised. I was like, that's interesting. I thought he would not like this video, not like my content, because I'm coming for his friend that he's so wholeheartedly trying to defend clearly throughout this documentary. And I don't know why, but whatever, you get your check, you do your bets. But
just say this.
A little
because
interesting.
They don't really have a choice.
that would just be extremely stupid of me trying to hide something as brutal as that. Like I would never ever do that.
Like I needed time to process what happened to me. It's a like lifelong injury that I didn't even realize at first. Like I'll be getting eye surgeries once, twice a year till I'm fucking 80. I understand.
Really?
Yeah, I asked in the beginning to keep it a secret.
So
but
that's why it's like
after,
that?
Like, obviously,
I just want to give
you got canceled for the stuff. Like that's what got you canceled. So after that, nobody told me anything about this. David kept a secret from everybody. I didn't find out till the Insider article. It's like fucking, I was there. I went to a party and something bad happened in a room that David directed us to look into and pretend like we were looking at. I know it doesn't look like that because of the way he edits his videos, but they sprayed Dom down with water. All that shit. When it came down to him saying that he was going to go down with the ship to cover up, because he knew deep down, everybody knows Todd and I didn't buy the alcohol. There's already alcohol there in that house. There's plenty of alcohol and fucking drugs, whatever. It's Dom's living there. There's always that giant bottle of Jack Daniels there. And, I regret the way I handled some things because I didn't approach it right away perfectly. I was just like, I'll talk to any reporter. I'll talk to Insider. I'll talk to H3. I'll talk to whoever, because I know that my part in this was not what these people are saying. And David knows that I didn't go buy alcohol. I haven't personally bought alcohol
Not H3.
in 5 years because I've been sober. So I knew that 100% I didn't buy it. But David said, don't worry, I'm the captain. I'm going down with the ship. And he didn't say shit except for protecting himself. So that's when the respect level changed. I was like, all right, you look at all of us like pawns. You're the fucking head honcho. You think maybe because you got more money and followers that you're more important and you're the top priority. When it comes to let the victim tell their story.
Pulling out the coupe in the lot, 12 for a SWAT, busting all the bells out the box, hit the lick with the